Imperialism is all the rage as Europeans scramble for Africa and Americans manifest their destiny. We're here to answer any questions you may have about imperialism. In the United States, citizens believe expansion across the whole North American continent is their destiny. American leaders such as Andrew Jackson have acted upon this belief at the expense of the natives. Following the Louisiana Purchase, the Indian Removal Act of 1830 is one of many examples of the U.S. government imperializing the indigenous peoples. Through this act, thousands of natives have been relocated to previously unsettled lands to make way for the U.S. settlers to institute a direct rule over their ill-gotten territory. Our associate Alex is live with the American settlers heading westbound with hopeful ambition. Let's take a look. Alex?
Thank you. We're here today with two pioneer settlers as they're heading west. Could you please tell us your motives for heading west?
Well, I think it's our God-given right, and I think that this whole country should be ours, and by ours I mean the white people's.
So you think we should expand American territory from coast to coast?
Absolutely.
Why is that?
I think that it's our natural-born right. We need to manifest our destiny, and I think we need to march the natives off their land.
Wow, that is an interesting take. Back to you, Daniel.
Thank you for that. The march of the natives away from their homes was accompanied by disease, sorrow, and death. We have an exclusive interview with a victim of the resettlement. Live at the scene, our associate Alex.
All right. The recent resettlement of Indian tribes has been devastating to the people. We're live here now with an exclusive interview with a Native American himself. Could you please introduce yourself?
I am Landon from the Native American tribe.
Could you please describe what has happened to your people as of recently?
These white people have taken my land. All that used to be mine and my ancestors. These white people, they marched us on this trail of tears, just taking and pillaged everything we had.
Do you think the white people are trying to enforce something on you?
I'd like to think so, yes.
What do you think they're enforcing on you?
Stuff.
Is it them?
It's those, yeah, it's them.
They're trying to enforce their freedom on their so-called freedom on you? But you'd say that they've actually done nothing but hurt your people.
It's kind of the opposite of freedom, yeah.
That's truly horrible. Back to you at the station, Daniel.
Thanks again to our associate. This event is now being called the Trail of Tears due to the horrific conditions experienced by the natives. The horrors of which... Hold on. Our associate Alex is reporting a violent altercation between the native and the settlers. We're going live to the scene now.
Go on, Gabe. So anyway, back to what I was saying.
Thanks again to our associate Alex. Apologies, we'll have to delay further coverage for the safety of our interviewer. More recently, tensions between the United States and Mexico were rising because the United States wanted the abundant natural resources found in Mexican territories, such as those in California. This resulted in the Mexican-American War, which transferred control of those territories to the United States. Moving to Europe, in recent years, tensions have mounted among industrialized European nations as they compete for natural resources found in Africa. Leaders from across Europe fear that the so-called scramble for Africa will soon lead to war on European soil. To deal with these threats, Otto von Bismarck has called the United States and 14 European countries to meet in Berlin to discuss how Africa should be split among them. This Berlin conference will determine the fate in Africa. We have live coverage of the conference now. Let's take a look.
Thank you, Daniel. We are live here today in Berlin as stakes are high. Otto von Bismarck has called 14 European superpowers and the United States to meet and discuss how Africa should be divided amongst them. As you can see, each country is strategically picking out their colonial boundaries with great consideration.
Wait. Shouldn't we care about the pre-existing boundaries set by indigenous peoples or invite an indigenous person to this conference?
Oh, such a funny guy.
Who are we here with today?
Otto von Bismarck of Germany.
Mr. Bismarck, could you please tell us your motives?
I really have no motives in getting anything from Africa. I just want to keep peace on European soil. That's why I'm holding this conference today.
Thank you. Who are we here with today?
King Leopold II of Belgium.
What are your motives?
I want to claim this area right here and oversee the invasion and pacification of the Congo in Central Africa in order to persuade the Belgian government to support colonial expansion. I also want to strip the Congo of its natural resources.
How do you plan on doing this?
It's all going to be a very hands-on job.
Thank you. Who are we here with today?
France.
Could you please tell us your motives?
Well, I want to keep the settler colonies that I started in 1870, the ones in Algeria that we took from the Ottomans, and I want to establish direct rule over trading posts in Guinea, the Ivory Coast, and Niger. I've never been to Africa, but this area right here is really big, and I want it.
Thank you.
People are really going to lose their heads over this.
Many Europeans hoped to industrialize Africa through new telegraph wiring and railroads by the end of the 19th century to allow greater extraction of resources such as rubber, palm oil, gold, and ivory. Cecil Rhodes is the most prominent among these men. We have an interview with him now at the side of a railroad being built under his name from coast to coast in Africa.
All right, we're live here in Africa with an exclusive interview. Could you please tell us who you are?
Hi, I'm Cecil Rhodes.
Mr. Cecil Rhodes, could you please tell us what the plan with this railroad is?
Yeah, so there are tons of raw materials throughout Africa that we could expedite and make a ton of profit on to help support the British Empire. So that's what we're trying to do right now. We're trying to go from the south of Africa to the northern part of Egypt. And, yeah, we're working on it, getting there slowly but surely.
Mr. Cecil Rhodes, who is building this railroad?
Yeah, so we've kind of contracted with the native population here in Africa. It's helped a lot with cost covering.
How are you treating these natives?
We have some treaties with them.
Are you keeping those treaties?
We're trying to. Sure. We with the backing of the British Empire, we're getting this We're getting this done a lot faster and a lot easier than we should.
Wow, I'm really getting what you're saying. Okay, back to you, Daniel. Mr. Rhodes, I need to know how the natives are treated. Could you please tell us more?
No.
Like,
Get out of my face.
We gotta know.
We apologize for the abrupt ending. We will try to reestablish a connection with our ground crew. In the meantime, the treatment of the natives has gone overlooked by all and is a truly heartbreaking situation. For example, King Leopold has claimed the Congo as his own personal property. The conditions for the natives there are unbearable as they're forced to farm rubber to expand Leopold's personal fortune. We have secret footage taken of a native wailing in grief. Let's take a look.
It's a lot of work here in the Belgian Congo, farming rubber for King Leopold II. And if I don't meet my quota, he'll cut off my hands, or my family's hands.
Truly, truly heartbreaking. Over 8 million lives have been lost in this brutal system of European colonialism in the Belgian Congo. I think we can all see the tragic effects of imperialism, and we all hope the situation changes for the better. But we've run out of time for this broadcast. Thank you for tuning in.